Why would anybody choose to be a flight attendant if we are only paid while we are in the air, with some exceptions? If this was a male dominated field, this would never have happened. And you are right. Remember that there are plenty of women who are still fighting for a lot of our rights. We have had so many advancements within the aviation industry because of strong women like Pat Gibbs. I talk about this book a lot because it is so informative. The Great Stewardess Rebellion: How Women Launched a Workplace Revolution at 30,000 Feet. And it follows Pat Gibbs, who is a union activist, and she kind of fell into the role. And it talks about all the things that they had to fight for in order to be where we are now. Things like mandatory undergarment checks performed by male in flight supervisors, weight checks. If you were 32 years old, that was it. You were just gone. You couldn't be a flight attendant after 32. If you got married, if you got pregnant, there were so many reasons that they could fire you. When you read this, you will just be infuriated because there were so many unions that the flight attendants were working with that flat out said that what they wanted wasn't realistic and that it wasn't a priority for some unions because this was just women and they were focused on men's issues, like having to take care of a family. This is definitely a situation. This is a situation of we've come so far, but we've got so far to go. Like, did you know that aviation is exempt from the Pump Act, which is a law that says employers must provide breastfeeding mothers with a private place in order to pump? They have to provide them with reasonable breaks. They have to not punish them for taking those breaks. Aviation doesn't have any of that. And yet, it's a women dominated industry. So people have to get really creative if they want to continue to breastfeed. But on the other hand, there is such a flexibility to our schedules that it is worth it in some degree for many people. So there's good and bad in any industry. That doesn't mean that we should stop fighting.